So, like we always do, but this time, it's a Monday. And only 16% of the time I play is it a Monday, so it's pretty unique. Here for the streamer. Listen, I was here, but then I had to. Oh, okay. I was starting stream up, I set everything up, and then I remembered that I was going to. That I needed to call and schedule a haircut. So I need to schedule one ahead of time because you cannot go day of because they're busy. And I remembered I should do that today. And they're going to be closed by the time I'm done streaming. And I was going to after work before I start streaming, but I forgot. So I did now. Nighttime, hurry up. Indeed. Hello, Light General. As well. I didn't say hello immediately. Hello, 11. Who's descended? I don't think you're Tenchi. I think Tenchi descended, but I don't think that you are Tenchi. Also, 11. Don't put all Ron fans under the same blanket, okay? I'm not a fan of that. Personally. Some people might be, I'm not. Here I am in all of my splendor. I did not get to Rep. I was going to go to Rep me, but then it was going to take too long. And then I was going to have to do my style changing and then plan a route. So I stopped before it. And decided I was going to do my style changes and stuff off stream. So I don't spend an hour and a half doing that on stream. Hello, Toaster. I was actually looking at it briefly before I started stream. Well, I can't fill you in while you're... Well, hello, Glitcher, and hello, Gypsum as well. Kruger Randy, yeah. Yeah, it was already, like, I had just gotten the encounter in the SDM, and it was already just over 2 hours, and I was like, I could go, but then I have to plan for Remy, but then I also have to plan for, but then I was like, then I have to plan for Saku as well, and do my style changes, and that was going to take forever. So I said, I will do my styling and stuff off stream. But I did get the SDM encounter, which was a Letty, I think? And now I'm contemplating my Remys. I haven't actually looked at the Saki fight, but I'm not too concerned. I'm like, it should be fine, Copium. You only in one location ever puppet? What do you mean? There's multiple puppets that are only in one location. Letty is one of them, but there are multiple. several characters in the Mioran Temple, several characters in the Divine Spear Mausoleum, basically the entirety of SDM, several Makai characters. There's a lot of characters up here in one location. Momio, I think Misamaru as well. I think all the Lunarians. Well, not the rabbits, right? Because the rabbits can appear in other spots. But I was contemplating my options, and here's the thing. The thing I have going for me right now is Power Spot Kaguya, Defense Kaguya against the Patchouli. Pretty cool. What am I explaining now? Explain in a minute. Any hoodly-doo. I was looking through a couple of my matchups, and I'm somewhat optimistic. I might have to sack a couple things, but I think I can get through it. Power Magon is not a complete wall, but is a solid option here. Your Remy without range is going to create you. Well, first of all, my anti-Remy puppets are going to probably be holding the Dragon Amulet. Second of all, my plan is I'm kind of intending to use multiple puppets for Remy, is very likely. But Power Magon is currently the thing I'm looking at. Because I briefly, in terms of pure type, I looked at Extra Kana, and I was like, this is sick. And then I realized Extra Kana has base 40 HP and base 60 spread defense. I was like, never mind. You were the 7th streak game, Richard. Meme, hello, Walrus. And thank you for the good luck, Farood. Okay, hold on, let me look at this shit that 11 decided to put. What am I looking at? Looking at a roundabout that looks like it has it's a weird roundabout though. I don't know what the fuck this road. What is this road? It's a roundabout, but what is that? What is that roundabout? Kana, yes, I got a Kana. I think that was my Misty Lake encounter. The BAM Dragon Amulet spam. Bro, what do you mean spam? I might have it on like 2 puppets or some shit. Bro's literally out here complaining about how hard the game is by talking about Remy, and then immediately follows it up by, dude, I can't believe you're doing this. What the fuck? Spam equals more than 1. My B. Usually start by using it more than 1 time. Thank you, 11. Can't believe I would do that. But for the Kana with the funny ability. There are 6 different abilities across the Kanas. Please tell me which one. If you're talking about the up-tempo one, probably not. Because I already have an up-tempo Nether Sound puppet. One that doubles focus defense. That's on Kana? That's a Luis ability. My abilities next time? No. Dude, you've said that ability is on, like, every fucking PC98 character. So I was like, are you gonna do the double defense ability? It's like, fuck, this is not Luis. It's like, oh, wait, oh, that's wrong. Fuck you. Google Kana. Poltergeist from Touhou 3? Hello? Literally the character I went to get a Lunatic 1cc on? Both have white hats, damn. PC 98 characters aren't real. They're real to me! I just tapped left and I just didn't tap left though. Oh, Nemo, I was, I haven't had the time to actually do it today, but I was at work really contemplating. Because I've been running Mega Scovillain and Araquanid, I've been quite happy with it. But I had a thought, which is where I'm really interested, hello Kageyama, in trying to run Mega Scovillain. I was thinking keeping the Araquanid. And running the Coma O setup with that. Would you have to take an extra 10 minutes because I'm sitting there thinking about what if I get crit? Yeah, exactly. I hate. Are you kidding? This is just unfucking real. This is why you gotta sit there and practice for 5 hours. Run her back. Going die 10 seconds. It's all your fault, Kageyama. Did I get better? Negative Aura, Cloak of Darkness? I mean, they're functionally almost identical. And which one's better at which time, they're pretty situational. If you want to go raw fundamentals, probably Negative Aura, but... The fairies first. Yeah! The whole start of this line was... The setup is very solid in a lot of things I want to be solid into, especially when I'm considering Sun. And then I need something to help handle Pelipper. And then fairy stuff. I'm already probably running Sneasler. I've been enjoying Sneasler with my Mega Scovillain plus Araquanid. Although that alone isn't the nuts. I was tempted to either double up with a Mega Gengar or just run Mega Gengar on its own, but I don't want to not run Mega Scovillain because I absolutely loved it. Yes, Billy was Mega Scovillain even do. It depends on what you're wanting to run. Generally, it's Flamethrower and Giga Drain, or Flamethrower and Leech Seed. I've been running the Giga Drain, which is decent, but I'm interested in trying out the Leech Seed strat as well. It's mostly there for its redirection and its ability. And then the ability to deal decent damage beyond that. It's still like 136 space special attack. Stab like Flamethrower. And if the opposing Charizard sets up Sun, then that's boosted, but... Akon has Curiosity. I have Calamity. Yeah, what level? I mean, like, what are you doing there? Okay. 70? Yeah. You know what else exists at level 70? Fairy Dance. That's not very true, but, like, I have, like, there are other puppets that get Fairy Dance at level 70. And so, like, who cares if you got, like, some other random thing when you just click Fairy Dance. So yeah, I've been the little bit of Raquinid I use, I was loving him. Although, are you running Mystic Water? Because the one liquidation I did 80% to a Charizard in Sun once. So I don't know if this guy, and I believe I was at a max at the time. Okay, that would explain it. Like, this guy might be running a very bulky Charizard. Or not having Mystic Water to the meta. I actually have no clue what item I have in my Raquinid now that I think about it. I think I gave it Citrus, but I don't know for a fact. You're a Puppet Dance stock leg? Oh, you poor soul. I don't know, you understand the term one-shot. Not the most pleasant way to make it, but it worked. They need to remove all held items, abilities, types, TMs, HNs, base stats from the game. It ruins modern Pokemon. So true. Every Pokemon should be tackle versus tackle, but this is the old day where it was 95% accurate. And it just came down to whoever won enough speed ties or whoever missed a tackle. My Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it was ironic considering the base stat statement. I think every Pokemon should only know Metronome, and that should be the only move. Wrap Dragonite at a time. Wrap Dragonite when I show up with frickin' Volt Beam Star me for the 80th time. Oop! Soft lock. You've never gotten soft locked against Dewgong. You've only watched a fucking YouTube video about it. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, and that's it. Don't say you've ever gotten soft locked by fucking Dewgong. could be soft locking if I wanted. You can soft lock in a lot of Pokemon games. At least most of the early games. Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. Wouldn't be surprised if there was even some in Gen 4. Jump from a bridge if you want to. True. Not that you should. You could do it in Minecraft, though. These days we're gonna PvP and puppets. I don't want to raise the team for it. Also, I don't really care for 60. Okay, I shouldn't say I don't really care. I'm not the biggest fan of 60v6 singles, personally. As I do say that, I play plenty of 66 singles, even after, in the past, having said I don't care for it. I'll go from not caring for it, and then I'll get into it for like a month or two. Just say that they're puppets anyway. Like, I've slowly grown more and more enjoyment out of 66 singles, but I do generally prefer 4v4 VGC. PvP is using anything I've been barely throughout the family in 19. Don't forget the 25 frame rate part. It's 25 frame rate if we're being generous. Can't believe the guy who has LNNs in Touhou 19 beat me in Touhou 19. That's weird. No, what's gonna happen is if Game Glitcher and I would play, I'd click Changeling once and then you'd rage quit. Because Changeling spam is cheap, yada yada yada. Hey, Digimon Showdown singles. Ooh. Don't threaten me with a good time. I know basically nothing about Digimon, and I don't think I'll ever learn. But maybe. So I was looking through some of my style changes for my run. And, come on now. I hate this purple dude. And I was, Will you play for the hot girls? Did you mind play for the hot monsters? Will you go and play for both? I don't know. Have you seen a Salazzle before, my guy? Hooey. Markiplier going live in front of a massive audience, getting ready to tell his fans that he was going to fuck a Magneton. Oh, there was a second bullet? Mr. President, there's a second bullet. You know, I'm no, like, Markiplier fan. I'm not, like, a hater by any means. I just never been particularly big into him. But that video is one of the greatest things in human history. Some days are not your day. Maybe not even days, some moments. You smash or pass Touhou patterns. I'd rather do something like fun. Or like where I'd rather just do like a lot of other things. Right, I'll do a smash or pass Twitch viewers. How about that? They have cards that could be LNN verified. I'm not taking... Why the fuck would I take off my cards? Right now. I'll do a Smash or Pass Twitch viewer edition. How about that? Game Glitcher, easy pass. Go from 7-miss to 0, I get credit. Do you know how impossibly low odds of that happening is? Should buy more cards? I should. I appreciate the sentiment. Being 5-miss here and not having a single bit of leeway on this stage. Think about my style changes, right? So I was thinking, and the thing I'm really contemplating is the difference between power Tokiko and defense Tokiko. I'm not sure which one I want to go for. I'm leaning power right now, although it kind of depends on how else I'm looking into Remy. An assist? There isn't an assist. It's power, it's defense, and it's extra. Alfonso or Alfonso stronger? That's a good question. Now we're asking the real questions. Well, because here's the thing. Power is better in 90% of circumstances. It's just that D specifically counters the power Ayas. Like, with defense Tokiko, I beat the Ayas that... I just completely have a solid, like, check for the power Ayas. But Power Tokiko is specifically a lot better for something like Remy and most other fights. Like, that's kind of the... that's why I'm kind of leaning towards Power, because it's just generally feels like the better one. But defense, specifically being able to completely counter Power Aya's existence, is also interesting. Basically, I'm probably taking Power Tokiko, but I want to complain about the fact that I also want Defense Tokiko, but I can't take both. I give Tokiko your D or a P. No, she's giving me her D and P. Puppet Street, he thinks Tokiko. Power Tokiko can even come out against Remy, too. And it's a really good lead into meleeing. Although the only problem is, I would love to click a wind move, but extra flawn exists. Son of a beach! Unless I'm really confident extra flawn answer. But the problem is, I lack really strong fighting types. Arakadi's unique ability wasn't actually useless on her in a vacuum. Guys, I can't believe my game of 500 billion abilities that one of them is not as good as the others. This is insane, guys. I can't believe we need to nerf everything else to make this viable. Kill yourself against the Patchouli. It's not defense Patchouli, it's extra Patchouli, by the way. That doesn't learn terrain. Yeah, that's the... First of all, that's the point of double battles. Oh, wait. Second of all, that's the point of support? Where's your Renko to set it up for you? Hello? Kids these days are so ungrateful. Oop. Back in my day, we used to have a Trick Room setter that sets up Trick Room for a partner to take advantage of it. Nowadays, we get Calyrex Ice Rider, who does both. And is super bulky and doesn't necessarily even need follow me support all the time. Fight's impossible. Not totally being too bad. True, true. Although, and like Lunala has its use, absolutely. It's like it won Worlds last year, but I would argue that Calyrex Ice Rider is kind of a different beast compared to Lunala. Like, I think if Lunala didn't get Wide Guard, it wouldn't be what it is. I cannot fight right now. Brrr. Sometimes Koraidon is divine. I like Koraidon. Like, it's not like it's my favorite legendary in the market, but I like it. Like, yes, is the fucking tire a little questionable? Sure. Like, it doesn't need to have it, but its overall design I quite like. Or to say that I think it's fine, I don't dislike it. Just the worst. Yeah, but, like, here's the problem, Game Glitcher. I've been over this before, but, like, every terrain that isn't Genbu is fucking dog shit. Like, what is it? Suzaku is, like, somewhat usable, I guess, in specific situations. I cannot play Touhou. Like, the thing is, they tried to make some terrains and weathers that aren't just, like, you know, sunny day weather and rain weather, you know, because they have their Aurora and their Dark Fog, which are kind of, you know, they're like, let's make some other unique things. But the problem is, when you compare the two, it's like, why on earth would I ever use... Like, the only reason Sunshower could see any, like, real use is because there's something with an ability that, like, takes advantage of it, right? But, like, otherwise, most of the, like, basically every terrain and weather that's not Aurora, Dark Fog, or Genbu is, like, bye. Like I said, Suzaku is at least, like, has potential in very specific situations. Probably would never see real competitive use, but... See what makes everyone dream type except for immunity? Okay. And... Like, what are we doing with that? What does that do? What does Seiru do for you? It means that their enemy's 4x water resist doesn't resist water anymore? So I'm gonna set up Seiru, then switch into my, like, super strong water type to click the move that they can't resist? When I could just kill them. You just have a stat off? Yeah, but a stat off that your opponent has the advantage of because you have to waste a whole turn setting it up in the first place. I gotta do the thing right now. Train set abilities. Yeah, train setting abilities, not for Genbu, because a train setting ability for Genbu would be absolutely beyond broken. And maybe we're looking at something. And even then, it would probably still only see play at A, countering Genbu, and B, like, when related to abilities that, like, oh, deal 50% more damage in Kouru or whatever. Guaranteed hit and can't get crit. Yeah. But there are also not a lot of puppets that can, like, take advantage of never missing. There are some, don't get me wrong. Hello, Koishi. You 50% more damage in Touhou. Yippee. Like, why would I use that when I could use Waggy inside of, Genbu? Or, when I could use literally, like, half of the light and dark puppets inside of Heavy Fog or Aurora. Boring. Like, Calm is decent. Although that's kind of because of something's, like, effects with Calm. Chicago has the funny Byaku ability, makes 100% accurate moves do 20% more damage, and never miss moves do 50% more damage. Yeah. But, like, that type of thing exists for, like, the other terrains and, weathers, right? So is it the Byaku that's doing it? Or is it the extra ability? Do any of the terrains let you ignore Protect? Oh, I'm sorry, Supernatural Border? So then we're talking. Dude, make a terrain that makes it so no one can click status moves for 5 turns. Now that is worth something. Byaku, you can't protect into. See, that's at least like something. Although it probably won't do anything against the CPUs. It's probably only a player versus player thing. Maybe the doubles format exists, Byaku could see play like that. Oof. Ugh. Gas economist ability. Yes, yes, harvest, frickin' Executor. We've all seen this one before. Like too aggressive. Should make a puppet's lowest defensive stat go to its highest one. Okay, defense Kaguya. Thank you for the 10 streak for that, Coach. Appreciate it. And it's a magic barrier with a Timeless Life Charm. Mm-hmm. Too bad there's no ways to counter it. Oop. Good use for terrain. And you can come up with hypotheticals, but hypotheticals aren't going to change what actually exists. Blech. Also, yeah, there is a good use for terrain. It's called Genbu. They make Tower Trick into a terrain. Ooh, I just... There also has a weird asterisk where Dream type moves are ignored. Wow. That's crazy. There's a lot of Dream type moves, aren't there? Holy fuck, this is game changing. Fuck, this is gonna change the meta with this one. Whoa. Let's go look at our girl. Seriously, bring Yang, counter for health Aku Trust. You could just bring any Dust Storm user. Like, what if you're running like a... What if you just bring something with a Dust Storm instead? What if you brought any puppet with a status move that, like, poisons the target? What type is Assist Aku? Illusion Nature. What if you brought a puppet with Pursuit or whatever it's called? I forget what it's called in Puppet Dance. What if you brought a puppet with a move that was super effective in Assist Aku instead of trying to set a fucking Koru Dream Energy? Why don't you just use, like, an illusion move? Or, like, a fire move, or, like, a steel move. Or sound, or warp. Or something with contagion. That should help Pursuit. Okay. Brains at that negative priority. I think some of that's just a play off of Genbu. Because Trick Room has negative priority, lowest in the entire game. Genbu does too. Wouldn't be surprised if they kind of styled it around that. Neat. I love Megamoo. She makes me feel better. Not in a sexual way. What is this image 11? Them used to have a priority, but they were buffs have 0 priority. Yeah, they see a lot of play too. I lie. Can't wait to 1v1 Game Glitcher and then to bring a taunt puppet, and then Game Glitcher's gonna get completely shut down from doing all of his off the walls strats. Magic Room should prevent Mega Evolution. Now that's an interesting concept. Disable Megas, disable Z move. Ooh, now we're cooking. Yosoto moves. Calm also buffs, importantly, arguably its most important thing, is it also buffs, or second most important thing, also buffs Wind God's Grace to last, was it 2 more turns? The last 6 turns instead of 4, I believe. Which would definitely be more relevant in a doubles format as well, but... I feel like it's Magic Room, so Magic Prankster, no Mega. Damn, that just Magic Room trigger, like, that Mega's trigger before actions there. That would be interesting. Even if it, like, even in a world where Mega Evolution's trigger beforehand, if you, like, get the Magic Room off and then they can't Mega for 5 turns. For, like, 4 turns, sort of, afterwards. Bam 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 bam. Thanks, you must see Prankster must be trying to shut down her Saluna. I'd rather just use Wheezing and stop the guts from never happening. I love Bubble Box. Okay, back to stage 2. What? I drifted way too far to the left. I also went for a kind of a questionable line. Hey, cat. It's like 500 Mickeys and 500 Chens. I'll equip with full spell cards. Mickey a shorter fight. They're the same amount of attacks. They're both, no, that's not true. That's not true at all. Mickey's 2 spells and 2 nons, and Chen's 3 spells and 2 nons. Can't bomb. I'm gonna say... I'm saying 500 Mickeys because Mickey's ability is that she can either draw people in or fortune, but she can't do both. Which means if there's 500 Mickeys, that means they've brought in people, but they're gonna have terrible fortune, so I'm just gonna beat all over them. Easy. What's Chen's power? Cat. I know, she can, like, sort of inhibit some powers off of Ron, but she's not a great Shikigami, so she can't do it that well. Laying eggs, so true. Although they all do that. The realistic answer of 500 Chens versus 500 Mickeys probably is better to fight 500 Mickeys, but I say that a little skeptically. 3, 2, 1, 0. Ken's power is that she is cute. That's her power. Gonna play one Reimu-sized Sanai or one Sanai-sized Reimu. Fuck, imagine the tits on that Reimu. I'll fight a Reimu-sized Sanai. How about that one? Really use the sorcery? Yeah, because she has the ability to create bullets out of thin air and kill you. Wait, that's every Touhou character. Flat. No, I just appreciate all sides of the aisle on that debate. Hello, Fumu Fumo. Cowardly and non-committal? What are you talking about? I like tits. Oh boy, I'm such a coward. Take me off Twitch. Ban me. Report me for terrorism. Look at that bursting red frog. So she gets a Shikigami. That's what I was pondering. Though her Shikigami abilities are going to be a little bit limited because she's not the best Shikigami. Like we have 1 day ban coming. What are you talking about? I'm not a slut. They're going to ban me for life. I'm not a sucker at the very top who blows members of the Twitch staff or is so big that they can't actually ban me. Hello again, Sannyo. Oh, you fuck! His ability is having her own Shikigami. No, Ron's ability is that she's hot. You're having it beat by Sannyo fetish, you see it a lot. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I get turned on by it. I mean, look at this section. Oh, come on! At the very last, just... Literally the very last part. I go through all the hard parts and I died to that. Multiplayer's a masochist, already common knowledge, yeah. Run Sannyo and enter the cave, if only. Where's the secret Sannyo safe spot that players have been hiding from me? Oh, wow! That's the attack I died to? Yeah, you boot up a different game, you think? I'll boot up Fantasy Maiden Wars later. Not that I think that'll be a whole lot better, but... Can you stop walking away from me? You see how many Yoshis it takes to beat Nico? The answer is probably, unfortunately, not enough. You want to run away from me if you took a shower? I literally showered like half an hour before I started stream today. Like, I got home from work, I showered, I looked at some Puppet Dance styles, and then I started streaming. Well, I called to schedule a haircut as well. Can you prove these claims? Can you prove that they're false? You know what they say, innocent till proven grippy. Neat. Excuse me, why'd that last one live for so long? Uh-oh. Okay, I do a little bit of throwing. You never kill the left fairy first. Always kill the middle fairy first, then the left one. I almost threw that. Holy fuck. Enough Yoshikas to not die of Saki. I feel like Fudo might be the problem, but I guess if Seiju can handle that, then you're okay there. At least if you can get Saki to come in on a Yoshika, Yoshika's more physically defensive, I believe, right? So it will give it the special attack boost, which is good for you, Coat. It has more lore than most PC98 character. Also, that was a perfect stage 4 stage section on a run. Actually insane. I don't know if I've done that in the middle of a run before. I've done it in practice, but I don't know if I've actually done it in a run. Now, did I try to throw at the last second? Absolutely. Nice downward move, my girl. Oh, that was awkward. Such an awkward situation. I guess I shouldn't have drifted right, but that was just hard to figure out where the hell to go. Ooh, thank you for the good movement. By good movement, I mean terrible movement. Fuck you. Why'd you have to walk away from me? She doesn't move to the right there, I don't die. Alas, 2/3. Although, I could have just not... I could have also just dodged better. Damn, suffocation cap, though. Okay, that's a 2-miss stage 4. Yeah, with perfect to the stage section, so pretty quirky. You went for the starter Hina because you're just gonna commit to the bit at this point? Is there a later game poison that you could grab that could be better, though? Just based on when you get them? You get it like a little bit before Momoyo, but that's not like that big of a gap. Is there any like Makai exclusive like games there? Like a Yamame or something? I know Yamame's not Makai, but... Or would that just not do anything in the early game? I should have gone to the corner so much earlier. Oopsie whoopsie woo. Not poison too. Yeah, but you can get Aaron pretty early game. Also, Foxy, 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 Foxy. Ah, didn't diddly did. Why is my damage so low right now? I didn't think my timing was that bad. Oh, this is just unpleasant. I can't believe I played around that. I love 3.0 power. I was inside that star. Oops. Oh, that was double bad. Oh, that was triple bad. I spent all my brain juice on that stage 4 stage section. Okay, purple. got the dark blue at the side. I got the light blues. Got the greenies. The green transition is like the hardest part. Well, the yellow transition here is a little off. But it's usually fine, as long as you're not too close to the wall. And we got red. Honestly, I found it easy to memorize this section just by like knowing which color spawns where, and by remembering the order of the rainbow. Oh, that was a little... Fine. It's perfectly fine. See, perfectly fine. Light blue. Yellow. Foaming really putting its work in this last section. That sucks. See, I'm glad somebody commented on it. There was no Fox enjoyers this time around when I fought her. Ugh. Oh, I tapped back to the right! I actually had the lineup, too. Desire, see, somebody understands. Oh, what? I am just... My positioning is... I just was not as far to the left as I thought I was. Great timing to do this without any backup. And they did that? Of all things? They did the heart attack? Dude, look how much money I have! Holy shit! This is the richest Reimu's ever been. pace. It's like, I think it's 13 or 14 missed right now. Hey, I got the timing right. Okay, that was a little sketch. That was not what the best played Phase 4 I've ever had, but it worked. That was a bit of a scuff Phase 4. Dude, I still can't go over, like, this fucking face. Look at the I can't get over this face, dude. Look at it. I can't get over it. That was my second highest score? Neat. You know what they say? Run it back. You know the funniest part about that too? Like I said, it was either 13 or like 14 miss. Pretty sure. Might have been like 12, 13. I don't know exactly. Of the last 4 stages, which is where the problems are, my stage 4 was tied for the best. Or for the lowest miss. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 12 miss? I'm doing the math. It might be 13. I think 12. Terrible P farming. Never mind, it's great P farming. Cat's back. Yeah, that was a very generous Mickey final. Ooh, close Fumarin. This is actually Mickey, not Orin. Enemies produce extra money? Spell background rogues joins a disco dance floor. I think it really gets added to the fact that she shoots like rainbow bullets. So she shoots the disco lights anyway. Why are you doing cards? I've been doing these 2 cards for like a couple weeks at this point. A week and a half or 2 weeks now. But it's effectively, since I'm not gonna get the LNN on any given like run right now. I'll use these 2 cards. They don't like inherently like make any attacks easier since they don't increase my damage or anything, but these cards make runs no, the cards don't count for the LNN, but no, the cards theoretically don't do anything on an LNN, but generally speaking that's a gray area. So like, an LNN wouldn't be using the cards, but we're not, like, getting one right now, so. So I might as well use them to make me able to see late games more. Like that last run, which would never be able to see a late game. Would have to reset, like, 20 times. Not 20 times, but wasn't using these 2 cards. To be fair, the Patchy card is just kind of there to help the Aaron card. The Aaron card is really the only one that really matters. It's more just lives. Yeah, it's honestly, it's more about the power loss protection than it is the lives. Like, the lives are nice, don't get me wrong. But any good runs today? I had a run I just finished. That was not that good. It was a 12 miss, but it was a 2 miss stage 4 with a perfect stage section. And I don't think I've ever had a perfect stage section, stage 4 on a run before. And 2 miss ties my best stage 4 pace on a run as well, so so that itself was pretty good. We don't talk about the stage 5 though. If it's like, realize there are no blue point items. Well, if you're a survival player, you don't really look at those. And the money effectively is just the equivalent anyway. Like, it acts kind of the same way in terms of how it gets scored and stuff. Ah. Yeah, but what I meant to say was that point items are not something you like ever pay. You know, blue point items are not something that is particularly relevant for most runs. Like EOSD, PCB, IN, Mountain of Faith, and Hidden Star a little bit. Like, it's technically relevant, but I don't know necessarily what they look like on the lower difficulties in terms of getting stuff, but EOSD, at least on Lunatic, you're always getting maximum lives in a run via points, so that doesn't really matter. Just slightly on, like, when do you get that last life? Mountain of Faith, I think same thing. Although I think that one matters, like, slightly more. And PCB and IN. Actually, I don't know if it's the setup of IN off the top of my head. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like PCB, but like the way PCB's life scale is generally there's like always like the 800 threshold or something. It's either you hit that threshold or you don't. But it's literally like the difference between like one life on like a normal run. Like, paying attention on those games can matter a little bit, but then I would argue it's still, like, limited. Although, I mean, it is relevant, obviously. No, why? Well, the Hina's normally is the only one that's poison nether. Have to ask whoever designed it. Oh, we got him, uh-oh. A fortune teller emote. I shouldn't add it, but I will for now. You'll get the fortune teller for the time being. The moment I run out of slots, though, I'm getting rid of him. Just like Reimu got rid of him. I love the cat. I hate the cat. Never mind, cat's perfectly fine. Who's your third most like male character in Touhou? Where's Moonguard? I assume Giant Catfish is 1 and Renosuke's 2. Renosuke and Unzen. You put Unzen above the Giant Catfish? It's crazy, dog. Me a Catfish Eva, that might change. Listen, there's a really good sprite of them in a couple actually from FMW. Maybe at some point I'll cut those out. 3, 2, 1, 0, and turn them into an emote. Then Catfish was more story relevant than half existing characters already. Sure. Yeah, he appeared twice. That's more than a lot of characters could say. Can't wait for him to be the final boss of Touhou 21. Shit, you hate Tenchi? Why do you hate Tenchi now? Uh-oh, hold on. An interview with Zunu stated that originally Catfish was playing for Skylar with the Rhapsody as the final boss. However, the final boss eventually became Tenchi instead. Dude, Tenchi is just the worst character of all time, isn't she? So spotlight. Maybe that's why Tenchi was using the giant catfish at the end of Antinomy of Common Flowers. Little White. Hey, stage 3. Oh, why? Whoa, hold up. Whoop. Crazy think he could have had three appearances. Well, I assume if he appeared in Scarlet Weather, that he probably wouldn't have then been what he was in Kiso Tensoku, right? Dude, imagine in Scarlet Weather Rhapsody where when in the last route when Tenchi's going around beating up a bunch of people, instead of Tenchi, you're playing as the catfish going around beating everyone up. I'm saying 50 times for a functional Seiya. Many such cases. Dude, I swear, every Seiya I would pull from that pot was like the worst stats known to man. It's a stag's resetting is 50 times faster. True. Also, would 3 appearances put you as top 10 most characters in official games? I think it wouldn't put him in top 10. Have 3 appearances, right? Because there's a lot of characters across all the fighting games and such, right? Oh, that was just, not a good line. And she's low right now. Ooh. Not that low. Okay, now she moved up, like, slightly. Ooh, that was gross, the way they came from the left. Although I should still have that gap. Why? Why, Sannyo? Why, Sannyo? Well, it's still better than my last Stage 3. You know what? Let's make enemies produce more money. Give them the 2-finger. Look at that. Excuse me, homie can't kill that dude on the left? In fact, playing this exhibit is actually hard mode, because there's more money than normal. There's more things distracting on the screen. If you actually LNN with this matriarch thing, you actually get like a double LNN, because it makes the run harder. Woo! That was pretty sick. LNN begins Bud Lily once each stage, yeah. Oh, why, Jimbo? Yeah, certified Jimbo moment. Hello, Potato Bot. You're late! You can look up like Megumu art like while the stream is up. By the way, you don't have to do one or the other. You can do both. Okay, let's remember to kill the middle guy this time. So I don't make it 10 times sketchier than it needs to be. Dude, this ending section is so much better when you go middle left instead of left middle. Now follow streams. Like I said, you can do both. Like, I fought Tsukasa earlier and nobody put Long Fox in the chat. Like, what are we doing? Like, Light General's here, but then he disappeared during that part of the stream. It's unbelievable. No Fox posters. Okay, Misamaru. Give me something beautiful. That was kind of beautiful. I hate this spell. The way it... Just, I hate it. Take this non... I despise this non... Small box. Small box is universal in this game, right? Let's clear for a second. Or fat box that is universal but close enough. Well, then you can't even say, good thing I have small box, good thing I have fat box. Also, I'm both happy and upset at the same time, because the run I did earlier had a perfect stage section and a 2-miss boss. This run had a 2-miss stage section and a perfect boss. I'm getting more of each of them, which is great. I love to see that, but I can't do both. You know, because I have all that money, I'm gonna buy a sun. Yokai Mountain Peak? Yeah, the mountain is full of peak yokai, isn't it? See, it's actually worse playing with buying the sun, because the sun's in the bottom left corner of the screen, so it's actually more distracting. Again, I actually think if you LNN with all this stuff, it should count as a double, because it's just that much harder. You get the double LNN. moved up. I moved up. Thank you for getting the fox. I appreciate it. Oh, I couldn't ride the wall up enough to bait her more to the left, so I wasn't sure what my angle was. Ooh, I don't have any bombs right now. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Can I summon the sun right now? Nope. Once again, doing this section of 3.0 power, my favorite. Holy shit, homing! You want to do something? I guess you have to embrace the fact that you're not killing them. Dude, the difference between 3.0 power and 4.0 power in this section is astounding. Okay, so one thing's for sure is my stage 5s have fallen off a cliff today. Dude, I died so early and I got no power? Feeling it seemed to work too well. No, well, not with 3.0 power. If I have 3.0 power, I shouldn't bother getting the killing. You're not gonna kill it quick enough. Like when I had 4.0 power, yeah, I did it. But 3.0 power is not good enough. Why? Look at the money that's spawning in the corners. Okay, that was just gross. Like, I don't know what other way to put it. Well, I have to play perfect on the rest of Megumu or I lose. So... yeah, unlucky. Oh well. Don't worry, we'll start playing well on stage 4 again one of these days. Power loss there? Yeah, because at that point I'm too low in power to do stage 6.